my background is I own Blazin Bakery. I've been in the cannabis industry for 8 years. I've been based in New Jersey the entire time. And I created a product that was for use with legal herbs, and it's for sale in all 50 states. It's been in Spencer Gifts. I'm in over 1,000 stores. And what I want to do now is that it's this exciting time in New Jersey is I want to transfer that over to having a pre-made edible infused line and apply for a Class 1 processing license. So that's what I would like to speak about. It's what I'm very passionate about. My background is I went to, you chuckled before, Amsterdam University. I'm a proud graduate, as well as graduating with honors from Rutgers. But so with our 6 bills floating around right now, we have 3 medical, we have 3 adult use. It seems that with the mashup of the 2 medical bills recently, that what we're leaning towards is a combined processing cultivation license. And I see that as a huge problem for someone with me who has a background in edible making, extraction. I've been doing this a long time. It's my specialty. I do it well.
How do you extract? What methodology do you use?
In New Jersey, I don't do it at all. No. Well, I think butane should be legal. I know it has the explosive factor and it does have the residual solvent, but it's a small amount. I think CO2 is better for cartridges, but it's slower and it's more expensive. And I think people should have the option to do both because I think both excel at different purposes. I don't think butane should be illegal, although I do see how much cleaner CO2 is and even ethanol extraction. I think we should give processors the option.
Do you or your friend use using oils, cooking through oils?
Yeah, I mean, the product I make, coconut oil, has the highest fatty acids, medium chain triglycerides, so it infuses the best. So, but when you're going to be doing processing, you're taking the actual natural oils out of the plant. As they mentioned, it could, hold up to 30%. So you're just extracting what's there. You're not actually, commercial processing is different than at home in your crock pot with your butter. Commercial, you're taking just
Allegedly.
the extra, allegedly, yeah. So, so with this, that is where my strength is. What I don't know is irrigation and pH levels of soil and the best type of grow lights and humidity levels. And I don't want my license for me to either have to give away half of my business or merge with someone else, form a new LLC, so I can partner with a grower to do, and I'm sure he doesn't want to get into baking. He's been specializing in botany. Why does he care about making cookies now, So for me to have to grow my own herb to make a great edibles line, great extracts, I feel like it's asking a bakery to grow their own wheat. It doesn't make sense.
Your expertise, is it on the baking side or is it on the chemistry, the separation side? Because are you a chemist?
I am not.
Are you a chromatographist?
I am not. I've worked with people smarter than myself to develop that end.
Okay.
Mine
Are
is
you more of a baker?
more baking, yeah. I mean, just all around kind of
That's a
jack of all trades, yeah.
Okay.
But but the other part of that I care about, aside is that I think the two should absolutely be separate. I think you're also going to create monopolies if you're only giving out so many licenses, and then if later down the line you do have just processing, now you have people who are selling directly, and they're not going to want to sell. Someone else is going to have to deal with the middleman to get their raw goods when someone else is not, and you're not going to be able to compete price-wise. But my second concern is the number of licenses. Now, say we do the medical bill goes through and we have 12 licenses, 6 of them being grandfathered in from the existing dispensaries. Now we have 6 that are open for a state of 9 million people. If it does not meet need, we get 3 more. Now we have 15. When recreational goes through, that bill is being mentioned 15. So it's really just going to grandfather back in the medical. So now someone like me who really, I have a young following of people who use my product. My interest is in recreational. Now I'm being forced to pair with pharmacists and get doctors on my board. Now I'm being forced to do a medical license just so I can be grandfathered into rec, because there might not be rec licenses till the second round now once people are grandfathered. And 15 licenses as a whole, they were estimating $1 billion a year in Jersey. That's so low. It's going to be between 2 and 3. New York is the #1 tourist destination in America, #8 in the world. We have 130 million people within the 1 day's drive, and we're going to be only 2 states east of the Mississippi to have recreational. We're going to have people flooding in once recreational passes because they won't have to go to a doctor or get a license or pay fees. They're just gonna come here. And with 15 processing licenses, if we do 2.5 billion the first year, which is a very fair estimate, each one of those processors will be making $23 million a year. It's not hard to see that we're not going to be able to meet that demand. 12 people are gonna hit the lottery in a state of 9 million people, and everyone else is going to get shut out of licenses. I'm sorry, it's my phone.
Ms. Misu,
Yes.
all right, so in your suggested business model,
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that, how would that work? So you would get your product from a cultivator,
Yeah, I would have,
and then, it would be a finished product as far as they're concerned.
they sell me plants. I process it, make oil, sell the
Oil
oil
or-
direct,
or
infuse
cookie.
edibles. Yep, both.
And then you would do the extraction, you modify it, you infuse it, bake it.
Yep.
And then you package it. Would you, in your business model, would you also retail it, or you'd sell it to retail?
Because I think there's people who are gonna be better at me than retailing. You know, there's people who, you know, own a chain of,
So you get the plant, and then you modify it
Yeah.
into another product, and then you sell it to a retailer.
exactly. And I
Okay.
mean, if people wanna do more than one, that's great. I mean, you can apply for 2 licenses, but I think to force people to do areas that's not their expertise, now you're just overwhelming people and you're gonna dilute the people who really are great at one thing.
Thank you. Any questions for her? Okay.
All right.
Mr.